Ladies and gentlemen, please receive the Minister of Thank you, Mr. Minister. With your authorization, we're going to start the ceremony. Thank you, Mr. the Minister of the Technical Teaching. So, Mr. the Secretary General of the Minister of Sport from Burkina Faso. Mr. the President of AMSEP and the Vice President of AMSEP representing the Madam the Representative Training and Employment from Mali, Mr. the General Director of AGIP, Madam the Representative of Employment from South Africa. Wish everyone welcome. We are at the end of the 3 days of working. 3 days, which sum up will be presented by the reporters. The recommendations, first and foremost, I would like to sum up the major step of this conference. First of all, we're going to give the floor to the President of ASEP after the presentation of the recommendations for this workshop. To the President of ASEP, Vice President of AMSEP, Mr. Ibrahim Agnok, General Director from Mali, for his word, for his remark at this ceremony. Just after, we're going to give the floor to the Minister for his speech, closing speech of this conference of Conakry. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the program of the closing ceremony. Mr. If you allow, we're going to give to the report of the conference, Mr. Sissi.
Bonsoir, messieurs les participants, mesdames les participantes à cette conférence. Bonsoir, monsieur le ministre. Les principales recommandations pour
recommendations of this conference are elaborate a bank of data on the green jobs to inspire of the experience for the implementation of a center of training on the green jobs, integrate ecological and environmental competence in the curricula of universities and the bigger schools, elaborate HIMO strategy, adapt and ecological behaviors, reinforce the legislation related to the development and the popularization of green jobs and green economy, and reinforce the sensitization against wildfire, bushfires, for the and the restoration of the vegetal coverage to make the green jobs an alternative to reduce unemployment and poverty. Share information and education and the communication, an essential tool for the mobilization of all the actors, developed a partnership, multi-actors and multi-sectorial in favor of the sharing of and develop politics and policies to anticipate in terms of the promotion of the development of green jobs. Reinforce mechanism of funding through setting up a fiduciary funds to support the creation of projects and the promotion of green jobs, and reinforce exchanges, experience sharing and good practices between the public services, and appoint a focal point in all of the sectorial ministries, developed collective projects that can gather many public services or countries sharing the same challenges regarding the environment and climate, elaborate a national strategy of the country for the sustainable development for the green jobs, improve competency of advisors of employment in the ecologization and the green economy, developed programs of reconversion and perfection in favor of workers victims of the climate transformation and change, make agriculture the subsector of breeding, a sector that respect the climate, privilege realistic and objective and implementable projects, and breeding remnants that are economically profitable, support and favor and support the practices that protect natural resources, elaborate models, appropriate models for the capacity building of public services in the field of breeding, and enrich the blank of employments, and transform and trade forest products that and categorize green jobs of the various auxiliaries, develop and promote efficient programs in favor of the employment of youth, social insertion and reconversion of youth registered in the terrorist groups for the preservation and for the consolidation of peace, reinforce or improve the curricula of training centers, existing training centers, favor the implementation of a consultation framework of ministers in charge of employment and professional training, and put in place a common program for training of capacity building, create links between LASEP and sub-regional and regional bodies, and finally elaborate an action plan, operational action plan that is clear after at the end of the conference. Thank you. Excellency the Minister, this is the summary of some recommendations of the expectations expressed by the participants to this conference. If you allow me, we're going to give the floor to the President of ASEPS, Mr. Ibrahim Agna. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Master of Ceremony, Honorable Excellency the Minister, representative of the Minister in charge of Employment of Central Africa, representative of the Minister in charge of Employment of Burkina Faso, Managing Director of AGIP, DGs, and ladies and gentlemen, Excellency the Minister, I do not have a particular speech. I would like, with your permission, reiterate on behalf of all the PS and ASEPS our thanks, our acknowledgement to the people of Guinea, to tell you that we have been satisfied to be your host at this African land of Guinea for these days in order to implement an important activity of in the action plan of ASEPS for the African countries. Reading through the reading of these recommendations, we think that we are reassured and persuaded and convinced that there is no alternative against the degradation of the climate. Any alternative that is to change our paradigm. All the experts, 14 among the 22, have shared those recommendations, and also with the political support that we have, we acknowledge it, and we thank you on behalf of all of the ministerial sectors, the ministries. We would like to say to you, thank you, and to forward our greetings to the President, Head of State, Prime Minister of the Republic of Guinea, and to the government members, and also to tell you that all our acknowledgement, our thanks to our Mohamed Alibu, our colleague, who is a very competent executive who has done a good job regarding the objectives that we set. On behalf of the GGs here in front of before you, we would like to reiterate our thanks and our encouragement to him. Excellency, the Minister, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to thanks towards the organizing committee, what has been also led by Mr. Aribo, other organizing committee that has worked to make concrete our entire objectives. We know the unfortunate event, the resilience has been really key factors for the hosting this meeting. On behalf of the STE, and also we have a motion of support and solidarity, with your permission, that I'm going to read. A motion of support and compassion and solidarity. The African Association of Public Services of Employment, ASEPS, gathered in at General Assembly. The world gathered at regional on the 18th and 19th, 20th of December. Were informed about the unfortunate events at a fuel storage in Conakry that has led victims within the populations and materials. Some LASEPs and AMSEPs presented to the government and the people of Guinea their profound compassion and express to them all their solidarity and support, and they present their condolences to the families of victims, and wish quick healing to the injured people, and we pray that the souls of the deceased rest in peace. Made in Conakry, 20th December 2023, Ibrahim, the Vice Chairman of the African Association of Public Services for Employment. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, you take the minister. So honor, let's put honor where honor is due. Without his willingness, on behalf of the head of state, this activity couldn't be held here. I told you once again, we were at the verge of abandoning, but for sign of solidarity with the government of Guinea and the people of Guinea, and the two presidents, AMSEPS, we have decided to postpone or to cancel this conference. The minister also, in order to show the resilience of the Guinean people towards this unfortunate event, to show the determination of the government of the Republic of Guinea in front of the challenges of life, even the unfortunate one. He wished that this conference be held. I would like to invite you to have an standing ovation for the minister.
Merci beaucoup.
On this note, Mr. the Minister, we are giving you the floor for your closing remark of this ceremony. That's marking the end of this ceremony conference. I would first of all would like we have 1 minute of silence in the memory of our compatriots that have lost their lives. Thank you. Said the Secretary General of the Ministry from Burkina, in charge of employment, Madam the representative of the Minister of Employment of South Africa, said the President AMSEP, said the General Director of AGIP, ladies and gentlemen, dear representative of the various ministerial departments from Guinea and elsewhere. It is with a great pleasure I take the floor this afternoon to close this work that you had in the past 2 days. I will first of all, before I start, suggest the list of recommendations that were cited that we add because we said, oh, I don't know, the creation of let's say address book, the digital utilization to accelerate, to speed up the process. Mostly, what is important or core is political support, a very strong political support for an agenda for green employment in Africa. I went through some capitals, some regions in Africa. Mr. the President, I went to Tombouctou, Gao, and other regions in northern side of Mali to be a project for resilience and for the economic recovery of those countries. And these are very important pieces for the creation of employment. We created pavement, recycled plastic. I'm going to take with the mayor of Mopti. For those who are coming from Benin, we also did the promotion of Jeminjan Electric. We did the Porto Novo, the ecological journey, green jobs, breeding and agriculture. Those from South Africa and Bangui in PEC 5 to convert youth, the youth into productive domain to draw them from conflict situation. So also the recycling of the plastic, waste plastic. So we also did this in Guinea. So these are pieces on the project of great scope with the minister of the former, or let's say the former minister from Gabon. We also went to the Polytechnic school. It was the renewable energy where we use John in the transportation field. As you can see, this is a sector that is a pertinent subject for Africa. So that has 30% of the world resource in many fields, so which is also very wanted. Without forgetting that we have more than 1 billion inhabitants. If we concentrate our effort to create a job for our youth up to 2050, the pace for green jobs is a valid pace that could allow also to reposition ourselves to preserve our environment. I'm also very happy that this conference integrate the implementation, very rapid implementation. In Guinea we do it is the implementation of permanent secretariat. Guinea is a country, as you know, we are resilient people. We went through some challenges. So, and the biggest two challenges we went through these 2 days. So even the time before we go in the field, the citizens have already brought their support to the disaster, to the victims, and the cooperation, mostly the leadership of the President of the Republic, Colonel Doumbia, to bring an adequate solution to the problems that we have. And the very challenging moment we are going through. I would like, Mr. the President, to thank all the delegates from the various foreign countries, to say how much we are happy to host you here, and very honored of, with all the support that you are bringing to us in this difficult moment. We know that all the countries that are present here are the broader countries, uh, so we are not alone. I thank you for that. To end, I would like to thank all the let's say civil servant of Guinea that participate in this working session. Thank the general management of AGIP when it comes to the success of this event. The general director, his deputies, the national management for employment, promotion and of employment. We are very happy that you are satisfied with your stay here in Guinea and the quality of the work. I think for those who will stay in Conakry, the general director has, let's say, an excursion or entertainment, or let's say relaxing moment for them. There will be some gift from our local artisan. Thank everyone for coming. On behalf of the government, we wish you a very safe trip back to your respective countries, and congratulations to all of you. Thank you. Uh, Complying with the protocol, I declare closed the Interregional Conference of Conakry on Development and Promotion of Green Jobs. Thank you. Thank you, Minister. When coming to Conakry, we were not expecting this from the Guinean government, from the Guinean population. This give us the wish to come back to Conakry. To repeat what the President Osep said, your wish is welcome, and I'm convinced that the President and all his staff will work rapidly to materialize this initiative. Once again, thank you once again, Mr. Minister. Thank you all. Now we have